Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are very close, at this point, to ending this war. Well, I say very close. We are in theory close. What's going on with this planetary revolt? Okay, we're still at +2 here. We do need to deal with this. So we're going to head over to Zif, and we're going to need to, declare martial law. Okay. We'll have to see how this is going now. We'll bump this up to fastest speed. And we're going to have to wait for the month tick here.
Our warriors are
1.1?
victorious. Enemy
okay, so this is quite a thing. So in that case, we're going to need to... Let's see, we have martial law on here already. We're going to need to build armies here, aren't we? Or, no, I think the better plan would be to construct precinct houses here. And then if that doesn't do the trick, then we can construct fortresses. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. As far as our fleets go, the 7th fleet isn't currently doing anything, and I would like to send that to go bombard somewhere. Diarmu? No. Where would this need to go? Well, let's actually look at what we need here. Yilion, Holtabama, and Laloria. Okay. So Laloria is over here. We are currently bombarding heavily on Corony. Honestly, let's go join that. That'll be fine. Any other fleets that require orders? Yes, the 13th, 30th, 7th, the 32nd, and the 131st is not a real fleet. We're going to move the 20th and the 31st over to Corony as well. Cool. So those are all going to move in there. The 131st and the 32nd can probably join forces, right? This is a cruiser? Yes. We can merge those together.
Blockade cleared.
Cool. So no problem there. The next question is where are our armies? And we have armies over here in Alpha Hydri and in Essence. So we were on Bowels of Filth, that's right. We're absolutely fine over here. We don't need to do anything else for the moment. I think that I'm going to group together these armies, and then these guys, I would like to go somewhere. And I think the answer of where is Diarmu. So we'll send them over to Tech's Awakening, and we'll just get some of this over here cleaned up. That'll be fine. Cool. And we'll have to keep an eye on our rebellion situation here. Oh, actually, this is now shrinking. Cool, so we don't actually need the precinct house. We'll get rid of that. No problem there. And this is now being dealt with. So that looks absolutely excellent. Yep, no worries about that planetary revolt then. Cool. So these bombardments will continue for a while. How much do we have here? 223? Okay, we'll let that continue to build up for a bit. And our fleet is going to land on Diarmu. We're not going to have any real problem on Tech's Awakening.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
Cool. So yeah, the planetary revolt appears to be solidly under control. That said, there's not a lot on Zif right now. Escape Fortress, huh? Ah. Our triumph over the enigmatic fortress opportunity. So, reducing the amount of unity the opportunity will produce. I don't really care about that. A pop dies, that we care about. Another pop dies. Okay. We'll leave no one behind. Beautiful. Now, what do we need here? I want to put in a monument to produce unity and a gene clinic as well. So we'll get both of those put in if I'm not blind. There we go. Fantastic. And how are we doing on this? 1359 is the answer. That's not bad. That is not bad at all.
Ground assault.
Only 9 systems in total, in theory. And we're bombarding in at least 3 of those. At least. Possibly more. So we should finish up in Diarmu pretty quickly here. Yep, it's already done. And then we'll head over to Alpheka, and the question is this solid to land on? Oh yeah, that's fine. No problem whatsoever there.
Cleared.
And then there is Ample Deer here. 1156. We could land on that. That wouldn't be a real problem. Okay. Seems like we've got reasonable options to land on. 1826 for Fever Realm. That is definitely getting better.
Cleared.
In Yillian, we are at
ground assault.
2361, getting close. And Rotpox is at 4400. That's a ways away. Corny is at about 4,000 as well.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Okay. This up over this way is at 2,000.
Our warriors are victorious.
Thrad is currently at what? 300. We should actually come in and land on that. So as soon as we're done up over here, which we already are, we're going to come over to Thrad. It will not take us long to get there, and we're going to land on Infectious Colony. Cool.
Blocker cleared.
That also means that these forces can be redirected over to, say, Honam Tier, which seems fine. 1056 now. Cool. That has dropped remarkably. Yillian, Holdabana, Leloria, and now 4 further systems. Order has been restored on Zif. Excellent. This is Space Amoeba? Yeah, we don't really care too much about that. That's fine. When are we going to have enough influence to build this starbase? We lack 24 influence. That's like 2 years out. No, wait. 4 years out. That is 4 years out. Okay. Well, we're going to land on Infectious Colony here as soon as we can. All of this is causing some frame rate issues. We'll just do this until they're gone. Cool. That's most of them gone.
Blocker cleared.
Fantastic. And we're going to be landing on Infectious Colony here without any real problems.
Initiating ground assault. Victory
And then
shall be
Yillian,
ours.
Holdabana, and Leloria. Right. So we've got Yillian, Holdabana, Leloria. Cool. 3775 in Leloria. Holdabana is at 4281. So both of those have a ways to go.
The
Festering
enemy is
Grounds
targeting one of our
is
stations.
at about 2,000, so that also has a ways to go. Okay. Let's check in on Cam.
Our warriors
Huskard
are
is at about
victorious.
2,000.
Enemy planet conquered.
Okay. And then up in Hunnam Tear, what do we got there? Well, a lot of people here, of course.
The cowards
1656.
have
So that's
destroyed
making
one of our
progress.
spaceports.
We've taken over Thrad. And from here, I'd like to head over to, like, Ampeldeer, and we'll land on Buakar. We'll take some losses there, for sure. But both of those are
Incoming
landable.
transmission.
Especially with these reinforcements being built up over here. An embassy, huh? Oh, right. These are the guys that rebelled against the Tharbaretan Commonwealth. We could vassalize them. Actually, let's see if they would accept vassalization diplomatically. Propose subjugation. Oh, we have to be at peace for that. Okay, so after the war, we'll see about that. They don't have much. Taking them over would be real quick. They are the only ones who would exist outside of our umbrella after this war.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
So that's definitely something we'll think
Initiating
about.
ground assault.
Cool. So we're landing over here. That's going to take some time. And we're building up additional forces. We did lose our general. That's awkward. Governing ethics shift. Okay. Cool. We're doing okay on volatile motes for the moment, so I'm not too concerned about that. 1057 is their reasons. Of these, there are 7 total unoccupied claims, and that is, of course, 1,050 of their reasons. The question is, will that give us 7 points worth of occupation? Or actually, rather, we need 8. Cool, so we gain amenities and housing on Font of Knowledge, and a bunch of unity. 100,000 unity. Cool. No problem there. So the Ubzant are actually going to take a number of these systems, but that's fine. We're working on annexing the Ubzant. How is that going, anyway? We're about half done. It'll take a while. The Ubzant are big. There's no doubt about that.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
No, they're not. That is a lie. So how are we doing on this invasion? Well,
The
we're doing
cowards have
reasonably.
destroyed one of our
Okay, that keeps
spaceports.
closing. You gonna stay open this time? Yes, it's going to stay open this time. Cool. So, with this being the case, we're definitely taking losses in this engagement. We knew that would be the case. I do think that we should potentially think about getting another set of clone armies being produced, other than just at Sol. So, like, on Alpha Centauri, we can recruit a bunch here as well.
Targeting one of our stations.
And let's just double our production of soldiers for right now. We don't need any more than this, I don't think. And let's just take
The enemy is
this and
targeting
add
one
in
of our
a few
stations.
extra here as well. These guys are slightly better than Uthabulin, which we're making at Alpha Centauri, but it doesn't really matter all that much. So we'll just get those queued up. Fantastic. And we should be finishing up in Ampeldeer fairly soon. Oh yeah, this is really close to
The enemy is
done.
targeting one of our stations.
Beautiful. Their front line is nearly gone. They have no morale here. Almost no morale. Now they have no morale. And they disengage. No
Our
problem
warriors
whatsoever.
are victorious.
We're going to go land on Vabindak as well. And this is...
Blocker cleared.
Get out of here. We're going to go land on Vabindak as well.
They
This is
are
also
assaulting
going
our
to be
spaceport.
a little bit expensive in terms of soldiers lost. But that's fine. We'll need to get that taken over eventually, in theory.
The cowards have destroyed
And this
one
is
of
buying
our
us time.
spaceports.
That
Initiating
said,
ground assault.
Hunnam tier
Victory
is
shall
down to
be
992. We should land there next. So that's looking good. I don't know if...
Blocker
I don't think
clear.
that's one of the ones that we have claimed. I'd be a little surprised if that was the case. They do have some forces up over here. Okay. So I'm going to grab one of our fleets here. I'm going to grab the 6th. And we're going to send them up over to Lyrae. Because apparently the Great Zadran Mandate managed to scrounge up a couple ships somewhere.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
I don't know where they scrounged those ships up, but they did. So we'll go deal with that, no problem. Does the Great Zadran Mandate
The
even have
enemy is
unoccupied
targeting one
worlds?
of
It
our
does.
stations.
Okay. Noted.
Blocker cleared.
Interesting. We can activate the Surveyor, and we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. No problem there. Influence is going to be a kind of our weakness if we wanted to grab like these systems. I'm not too concerned about it. We'll probably end the series before we
Rocket
grab
cleared.
these, just because there's going to be nobody to contest it, right? There's a few locations out here that are ungrabbed, but that's literally just a matter of time. The 59th Fleet is at Sol. It's got a battleship and 2 corvettes. Can that be merged in with, say, the 26th? Yes. Yes, it can. So we're going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Fantastic. The next question is, how long on our armies here? They should be done here fairly soon. There's still a reserve unit here. Okay. So it's still going to be a little while. No doubt about that.
Revolt.
Celestial Throne is currently thinking
They
about
are assaulting our
rebelling.
spaceport.
It's instantly losing 1.8. I'm not sure how real that is. We'll go ahead and institute a crackdown. Losing 3.0. And it's just instantly fixed.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Okay, I don't know what the point behind that one was.
Beginning
Sure.
attack run on enemy station.
So we're going to take out these ships here and take out their station. This is apparently a shipyard, so they've been making things. Get out of here with that. Cool. And then we'll head up to Thoth. That's fine. No issues there. How's that army doing? If we can scroll, we're on a month tick right now. And we also have 99,000 in terms of alloys. That's a lot of alloys. We should probably spend those. There we go. We'll pump out a few ships. And let's check in on our soldiers here. Oh, this is looking good. Cool. So we're going to take out their
Beginning
backline. This
attack
guy in the
run on
front line
enemy
is still
station.
doing full damage. Now he's going to be doing partial damage. And disengaged. Okay, cool. So that's looking good.
Our warriors are victorious.
And we're going to head on over to Hunnam Ter, and we're going to land on Rivers of Pus. The rest of these units I'm going to send over to Leloria, where they're going to bombard Corony. Cool. So that'll be fine. Month tick is underway here. Eventually we'll get this opened up. Okay, so that wasn't one of the claimed systems. I'm not shocked about that. That's about what I expected. That said, our occupation is up to 47, so that's looking very solid. No real problem there at all.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
We have a lot of forces here. There's no doubt about that. We're going to go take over Leloria, though, and that won't take very long to get that bombarded. Landing on Hunham Ter is going to take not too long either. They will recover a little bit because our army is going to take some time to get there.
They are assaulting.
What do we have
our
for
space
armies out over this way? 519 and 1K. We can definitely send those over to Hunham Ter. They're not going to land on the planet, but they're going to go here to reinforce our main army. So that'll be fine. And our bombardments are continuing. We will have these 3 locations taken soon. Rotpox is down to 1100. That's invadable. Festering Grounds is at 1100, is invadable. And Leloria's Corony is at 3000. I would still prefer to bombard there for a little bit.
We have established a new planetary base.
We've attacked Rivers of Pus. This is now suddenly 3000. Did I misread that? I thought it was 300. I may have misread that. We're going to take losses in this case. We will win it. But I thought we were further along here than we were. In that case, I'm going to reinforce with this unit. And once these guys arrive, they can reinforce as well.
Scientific breakthrough
So they'll just join on in here. We're going to have losses.
One of our stations.
But that's fine. I must have misread this. I must have just, like, ignored one of these digits or something like this. Spicy. They have a number of plague zombies. We now see the end of their reserves. So that's good. We have successfully landed here. Colonized this. Apparently. Odd. It looks pre-colonized, but sure. And this. Same situation there. We're going to build the city district in both of those just to get a building slot available. So that'll be fine. There's a lot of fortresses here, and that was, of course, the problem. Okay. Yeah, we are going to take losses, but that's fine. And we need to invade this at some point, and I would have waited had I realized that. But it's fine. We would be much better off attacking, not even Corny, but like in Holdaban or Yillian. Both of those would have been better. So for the moment, we can definitely come over here and grab this extra like 500 strength and send that over to Holdabana. This invasion is going to be going for a bit yet. That's for sure.
Cleared.
We're chipping through their reserves, but at what cost? Well, I'll tell you what the cost is. Ridiculous numbers of clones.
New planetary base.
Absolutely ridiculous numbers of clones. And once their reserves transition into these plague zombies, that's going to be painful. They have enough for almost an entire front line of plague zombies. We'll see how that goes. We are chipping through that.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
But it's going to be spicy. No doubt about that. Okay, how are we doing here? 1053. That's not shocking. We haven't really had any major changes. We're continuing to bombard over this way. We could declare war on these guys and just take them over real quick. It's a theoretical option. The real question is, would they be willing to diplomatically join? And I suspect the answer to that to be yes, especially with them being friendly. Let's go ahead and improve relations with them for the time being, and that will improve our odds at that. And you can just chill here, since they've popped fleets out here multiple times. Cool. How are we doing on Honenter? Okay. We are at this point almost to the undead armies, which there are more of them. That's probably because they're being resurrected from the dying armies here, is my guess. We have to kill some of these armies twice, is what's going on. Yeah, that's definitely what's going on here. Okay, that's tough. but we will chip through them. We're taking substantial losses. It's a good thing we brought in the reinforcements. No doubt about that.
Targeting one of our stations.
Cool. So they're now down to 6 reserve armies here. There may be additional ones popping up as we kill some of these as well. Yeah, that hurts. No doubt about that. Wait, are they spawning undead armies from the death of their undead armies? I assumed that those would not qualify.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
I'm keeping an eye on that right now. If they're doing that, that's insane. I don't think they are, but they might be spawning undead armies from our clone armies that are dying. Regardless, we're through their reserves, assuming they don't spawn more armies.
We have established a new planetary base.
Okay, and now we can hit their backline. So things are looking better. Are these affected by morale damage? No, they are not. Noted. So this planet needs some work, specifically a city district. We'll just put that in for a building slot. Cool. This invasion was definitely spicier than anticipated. And yeah, that was definitely a undead army spawn.
Breakthrough achieved.
Eliminating these frontline armies is definitely the most important thing.
One of our stations.
Drug cartels are clashing, sure. But very soon now, very soon we'll have won this. More losses than I would have liked, no doubt about that. But we'll get it done. Excellent. I find it remarkable that they even bother to disengage the plague armies at all. I don't know why they do that. Very strange. But that's fine. 380 health. So yeah, they have like half the health of the defense armies. But they do hit harder.
Blocker cleared.
Okay. So we're eliminating their armies pretty easily at this point. We're taking very minimal damage now. That definitely hurt. There was no doubt about that. That was painful. They have no frontline remaining now. And excellent.
All warriors
that invasion is finally over. It cost us like 2/3 of our invasion force. But we're going to head over to Holdabana. And we're going to enter orbit over Greenhouse of Plagues. Both of these will do the same. Or not Greenhouse of Plagues. Hang on. We want to be down at Rotpox. Actually, there's 0 strength here. So let's just go ahead and invade that right now. We can move these guys over to Yillian and Festering Grounds, where there's 244 strength. So we can have these guys go hit Yillian. That looks good. And these will regenerate some of their strength, to be clear, from our disengaged units.
Initiating ground assault.
So that'll be fine.
Victory
Holdabana
shall be
is now
ours.
under our control, and we're going to go land on Yillian with this force. It'll take them some time to get there, and it'll take a similar-ish amount of time for these guys to get there. Ish. They'll be a little later, but that's fine. So, with Holdabana under control, we're now at 900 reasons. Zeta Reticuli is the next one. Okay. So, delete this. Zeta Reticuli. Cool. So that's this up over here. Noted. What is the strength here? 8,000. Okay. So we're going to move most of our forces from Leloria. I'm going to leave 3 fleets here. The rest of these are going to go start bombarding in Zeta Reticuli. Poison Lakes has a lot.
They are assaulting our space.
We're going to take the 6th fleet over here as well.
Initiating
I'm assuming this is
assault.
nothing.
Victory
Yeah, pretty much.
shall be ours.
Cool. So we're going to finish up on Festering Grounds very soon here. No problem.
All warriors are
So that's all good to go.
victorious.
We are going to move our fleets also all over to Zeta Reticuli. This needs a lot of bombardment. And then these guys are going to head down to Leloria and land on Corony. We should be able to do that now. 2,300. We will take losses. But I think we'll go ahead and do that. What is the next location? The next location is Rothbalek. Okay. that is off over here. 1093. Sure. I'm going to take this fleet here, and we're going to start bombarding that. We apparently need a leader, and we'll put in this guy. Cool. We also have a bunch of alloys that we can spend, which we'll go ahead and do. Cool. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I think we're going to finish up this war. I think it will end then. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.